Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, part 2 of doing this, or it might take 3 or 4 parts. Now we're going to do these 3 with these 3 words. Now that won't envelope because of those sharp points. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a 2-point line, and we're going to go from about there to there, and go from about there to there. Then we're going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. And I'm going to nudge it over. And I don't want to move it, so I'm going to nudge it over again. And I am going to do the same thing we did on the other one. I'm going to left click, right click. Now we don't want it to the edges, so we're going to go to Effects and Contour, and we're going to contour that 0.05. Now we do not have to break the contour part if we don't want to. You can always take the Smart Fill tool and fill in the contour. Now we're going to move it back over. I can move my wordage out of the way a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know that it helps, but I'm going to go ahead and angle it. And I'm going to take this, and I'm going to left click, right click. And then I'm going to grab the envelope tool and put, I must have had both of them selected. Okay, that didn't work. So let's back up till they were straight and see if that matters. It should work. Get this out of the way a little bit. I'm going to left click, right click, and go envelope form. So click off of it, get back to our wordage. That looks like terrible. So let's try angling this again, and we'll pick another type of, let's try original. Nope. Let's back up. Let's angle it back. Let's try, it was on putty. Let's try vertical. So you really never know. And if it doesn't work, we'll use text to path. So we'll go, yeah, that's terrible. So what we're going to do, we're going to use text to path on this. So what I'm going to do is, since that's a contour, I can take this and I can right click on that node and hit break apart. I'm going to get rid of one of those nodes. Right click on that, break apart. And then I can delete all the other lines, and there's my path. Now I'm going to go to text to path, and put it on that path. So we get that red line. That looks pretty good. Now, because we've nudged, I'm going to select it all, break the text apart, grab our text, and move it over there. Now, it's not really perfect, but especially on like a beer mug, it's not going to be that big. Then we can delete these lines. And then I'd go ahead and you need to remember what lineage you put around there, and that looks pretty good. Now, I'm not going to do this one because it'd be exactly the same. Let's see if this won't envelope. So I'm going to grab here, fill that in, move that over, left click, right click, grab our wordage. I'm going to go back to putty. Putty seems like it works the best. Let's try vertical. That's funny that it worked. It worked on the other one. Nope. So we're going to have to use text to path again. Same thing. I'm going to get rid of that line. Text to path works pretty well in a lot of cases. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to right click and break that apart. Right click and break that apart. And then by doing that, I can delete all these other lines. Now it's a little bit rough, but I'm not going to change it. So I'm going to grab my text. And we're using the same size text, so I'm not going to change it. Text to path. get it about right in there, select it all, go up to object, break text apart, and now I can nudge that back over. Now it's not perfect because we use the bottom line, but we can always move, since it's same on the same plane, and then change this line to, I think I used 0.14. Go ahead and make that 1.14, and we'll just play like we put it in there. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it, and then I'll start another text or another video. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I don't have to create those other lines because I'm gonna go right here and break it apart. I'm right clicking, break apart, and then I can delete these lines. Now we're going to take this wordage, text to path. That looks pretty good. Select it all, object, break text apart, and then nudge that over. I'm going to have to borrow that one. Well, see, I moved it. Let me tell you what we can do is copy this, right click, copy, and then just go back so we have that shape that we used, and then move it over, and then right click and paste, and there's our, we didn't lose anything. We didn't have to go all the way back. Now it's a little bit off, but it's not perfect, but I think it's good enough. Then let's make this that, I think it was 0.24, 0.14. That looks pretty good. So let's pause here, and this was the easy part. We're going to create the feathers and the lines and try to get these tools. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.